Well, I hope you're all having a good seasonal break in both the holiday sense and in the Smallville season sense. There's two reasons that I want to do this video. First is to address both are to address things. But the first thing that I want to address is this little contest that the CW/Smallville was having, which was sort of a video entry for an upcoming episode. It was either Beacon or Collateral. I meant to tell you guys about this, but unfortunately, this couple weeks have been crazy with finals and all that, so I didn't have the chance. But it was basically a chance for where you put yourself in a little web video, and you pretend to be a person from Metropolis, and it's all praise to the Blur. And I was tempted to do that, but there's two reasons that I didn't. One is, if you will listen, don't listen to the sound of my voice as I'm talking right now. Listen for any other sound. And I know what you are hearing. It is static. And it is a problem on my webcam and microphone that is only getting worse. I'm hoping to get a new webcam this Christmas. Or a new microphone by Christmas. I don't know. It's not the first thing in my priorities list for the holidays. There's a lot of stuff I want to get done, so we can only cross our fingers and hope. And the other reason that I didn't do it is because, and this is kind of leading into the other point of this video, is that it would kind of be hypocritical of me, because I don't know where to start here. I think that I would really say that I am a Smallville fan / Smallville critic hybrid. I'm not 100, okay, back season 9, I was a hardcore Smallville fan and a critic of the episodes. This season, I am probably 50-50 on both. There's stuff I'm liking about this season, and there's stuff that I'm criticizing on an equal level. And I was thinking, well, would it really be right of me to, make all these things like, oh, this is why I love Smallville, or, not Smallville, this is why I love the Blur, blah, 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 blah. First of all, I don't even like his costume right now. I thought it would grow on me. I'm still not, I'm really hoping. I know everybody's waiting for this suit, but really, I'm desperate for the suit right now because I still don't like his costume. But, it'd be real. I think that it really would not have been appropriate for me to, do a web video, even if I had the right audio for something like that, and, just lay out all the praise when, there are still things with Smallville that I'm not liking and I'm personally not satisfied with. So that's leading into the second part of this video, or the second point of it. I want to restate a couple of things with the last episode, Icarus. I am not going to readdress anything that I said about Darkseid, hopefully not, because my feelings on that are as they were in the last video. I am friggin' ticked off about it, and that is probably not going to change unless Smallville does something really, really good with Darkseid. And I'm starting to doubt that they will. But what I want to address is because I said that it was a decent episode, and looking back on the video, I didn't really say much good things about it, other than, it was a Justice League episode. It was interesting seeing the VRA, sorry, converge and just become this, I don't know, just this tyrannical kind of fascist government that was saying, okay, we're drawing the line here, and this is you're either on our side or you're the enemy. And it was really cool to see that. I thought that was awesome. And there was a lot of stuff with Carter Hall that I thought was really cool. Just that fight scene with him and Slade Wilson was pretty good. But and it was interesting to see him kind of give Clark these last couple words of encouragement. And it's definitely a unique Smallville death, because yes, he's dead, but we know, whether it's on Smallville or not, he's coming back in one form or another, and it's going to be with his wife. So that was, I thought that was really cool. But I'm going to go on to what I was stating also about Clois. Once again, I finally figured out how to say this in the right way. I am not against Lois. I am against Smallville's treatment of Clark and Lois's relationship. Putting that out there. Not against Lois, or not against Clark and Lois as a couple. I am against Smallville's treatment of it. Because, oh my gosh, they are buttering it so much that you're gonna have cholesterol up the wazoo. That's what they're doing with Smallville, or Clark and Lois's relationship right now. It's like, you know how the dentist always complains when you go for your checkup and says that you've been treating your teeth like crap, like you've been eating way too much candy? That's what their relationship's like right now. Seriously, every time that you think, oh, this is gonna get so good, every time you think that Smallville's basically hit the roof with with Clark and Lois's relationship, they go to the next story and hit another roof. Because look at how far we have come since what was it, Lazarus? Yeah. Since that episode. Look at how far we've come in a year, people. I am still saying, I'm standing by this argument that they should know a lot more about each other than just a year's worth of dating, if that. There's stuff like, where there's just way too much that's great about their relationship. Yeah, it's a comic book adaptation. It's a superhero mythology. But it's based in a real world, sort of. Even if it's sort of based in a real world, this is a couple that should have real problems. And in this, a superhero should have super problems in his relationship, if you want to think of it that way. He's off all the time, saving people. That's got to do something to their relationship. Like I was saying before, what if Lana was to come back? Let's put a hypothetical situation here. Lana comes back. She doesn't have the kryptonite radiation thing inside of her. What would Clark do? I really want you to think about that. Would he go to Lois and say, I'm still sticking by you? Or would he realize, the person that I love, or the first person that I loved, is now able to be with me without killing me? What should I do? That is something that that's the main reason I would like to see Kristen Krug back on Smallville. No, I do not want to see more Klana. I want to see them just bury the hatchet, okay? Where was I going with this? Okay, yeah, the reason that I was really just nauseated with a lot of the stuff with Clark and Lois, yeah, it was sweet. It was like him proposing with the the petals in the air and right next to the phone booth. It was if that was a great way to make a creative way to have them hook up as an engaged couple. So I was not against that. I thought it was interesting, and props to the writers for doing something like that. But then we get to the the Watchtower engagement party, and holy crap, it's like everywhere you turn, the writing is just so... It's like a Valentine's Day special. I couldn't believe... everybody's going, aww, and Tess is like, oh, congratulations. Didn't Tess try and, kill Lois last season a couple of times? And now all of a sudden she's, her best friend there? My gosh, if Chloe is only there for 5 episodes this season, and I doubt that... And by the way, they're saying... The writers have said that they're promising us an engagement, which they already have, obviously, but they're not promising us a wedding. I think that that's a load of crap. I'm sure we're going to get a wedding. But, it's... what I'm just thinking is, if Chloe is only there for 5 episodes, does that mean that Tess is going to be Lois's maid of honor? I'm just wondering, because if it is, then I'm gonna say, what the frig? Because that's a complete 180 on their relationship, or friendship, or partnership, whatever you want to call it. These two don't like each other. If not, hate each other. And you got Carter Hall in the background. Carter doesn't know Lois. And neither does Courtney. Emil Hamilton barely knows Lois. And they're all like, you know, celebrating. And yeah, you could say that they're there for Clark. Why don't you have the, like, why do you have to have this superhero watchtower thing? Why doesn't Clark go take her to see the general or his mom or Lucy or somebody that they actually, like, you're probably going to have 100 different reasons for why they picked Watchtower. The point is, it was just way too lovey-dovey. That's what the entire scene felt like. But other than that, the other things that I liked about the episode was, of course, all the heroes are kind of going underground now. Now they're realizing, oh crap, we have identities that are in jeopardy. I am interested, actually, now that they have all these faces of the heroes and are labeling them terrorists, like, you know, Aquaman, Bart, Zatanna, all those people. I don't think I actually saw John Jones in the newspaper. But, you know, what's going to happen now? Because obviously their identities are out in the public. You know what? I just realized this. Why wasn't Clark in there? Why wasn't Clark in the newspaper when they were saying, we want to know if you've seen these people? That just came to me. Why wasn't he? I don't know, because they obviously know that Clark, or they highly suspect that Clark is the Blur, but they probably highly suspect the other people, because what proof do they have? And if they have proof, why wouldn't they have proof that Clark is the Blur? But yeah, it was interesting seeing them go sort of, I guess that this is really, like, the Justice League has always been on Smallville a kind of Black Ops secret force. But now they really don't have a choice, because it's the whole world against them. And if it's not this, then it's nothing. This is the only way that they can still do what they do and not, you know, endanger people. So other than that, I still think that it was a good episode, and I'm looking forward to how they please will, you know, clean up at least a little bit of this season before it ends. But I really want to see Lionel Luthor and the Lex clone be brought back pretty soon. And of course, I want to see them fix Darkseid. Hi guys, so I just realized right before I uploaded this video that I made a point that was inaccurate about Carter not knowing Lois at the engagement party. And then I remembered a little episode called S.H.I.E.L.D. It was only the second episode of this season. So yeah, I apologize that I was not reading the facts right. But other than that, most of the things that I said, I hope most at least, that I was saying, like, it's opinion based on fact. But obviously I had one thing that I was not, you know, remembering well. So for your viewing pleasure, you're welcome.